Left, your left, hey. Left, right, your left. You got it.
Trucker. Dockers. Roll out. You're watching or listening to We Got Your 6 and 6 Patriot Playtime. We the people, the People's Patriot Project.
To put your skill set, your thoughts, and ideas, or want to help continue the mission, you have come to the right place. We are the People's Patriot Project, and we are the shock and awe when it comes to meeting the needs of our veterans and first responders. We are dealing with a new enemy in today's world where the wounds are not always seen. We want you to be a part of this mission in saving lives and making a difference. Welcome to We Got Your 6 at 6 Patriot Playtime. Here's the WeP3 Team bringing you today's best heroes hits in the boots on the ground organizations that are saving lives. And as always, Patriot Pride.
Left, your left, hey. Left, right, your left. You got it.
Trucker.
Good evening, Andrea Eichmann here with the People's Patriot Project, and we are bringing you our weekly show / podcast called We Got Your 6 at 6 Patriot Playtime. Every week we bring you a guest, and most weeks we bring a musician as well. Those musicians are first responder or veteran related. We talk about things sometimes real serious and sometimes all the fun stuff, but we have to do that to get our people bonded and helping each other out. Tonight, our show is brought to you by Semper Fi Design with Chris and Heather Nobles, who actually will be joining us in the studio. And we would like to also mention Bobby and Peggy Krutzinger with Operation Texas Strong. It is the 12th of February, and we have some amazing guests to share with you. Along with Semper Fi Design, Chris and Heather will be guest Bob Calvert. They're going to share some exciting things with what they're doing in their world. But before we get started tonight, can you please take off your hats, stand if you can, cover your heart, and join us with the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Oh, and here we are.
Here we are.
Welcome to this big night at the People's Patriot Project.
Well, there's nothing else going on, so I don't know why, everyone should just be here. Nothing to watch, nothing to listen to, just one of those days, we're here now. So.
Right.
Oh, there's Lakeman.
I got a little bit of a makeshift studio going on right now, so I'm
That's all right.
Creative.
You're improvising.
Still. All right.
You'll
I'm
see
gonna quit
my
with that.
phone, guys. Bob couldn't get on. He doesn't have his computer with him. It's freezing cold, and he's at his daughter's. So we couldn't get on StreamYard through his phone. So he is on FaceTime with us.
Oh, look at hey, Bob. Hi there.
There he is, the man, the myth, the legend.
That is Bob. So yeah, I didn't want to give everything away in the intro. So you guys have some exciting stuff to share. I just have a little bit of news today. We have like something coming up on Tuesday. I think I have a meeting after school and probably another meeting at 7:30 to get stuff together for next weekend. But it is Valentine's Day. Oh, do you want to talk about what's going on today? Do you guys know that there's a Super Bowl going on today?
No, we don't.
No, you might have missed that. That's playing games. And then February 14th is Valentine's Day, also called St. Valentine's Day or the Feast of St. Valentine. This is celebrated annually on February 14th. In honor of one or two early Christian martyrs named St. Valentine, and though later it came into folk traditions, it now has become a significant cultural, religious, let's put this in there, commercial celebration of romance in many regions around the world. I was just reading about this, and so there's married people all over the world having a fit because this is for like new young couples, this Valentine's Day stuff, and that's the way it's advertised. And they're like, when do we do marital night? I'm like, oh my gosh, shouldn't that be every night? Like,
everyone wants their day. Everyone wants. It's all right. It's all right.
Your day. Well, then this next weekend we have got on February 19th, we will celebrate the United States Coast Guard Reserve. It will be the 82nd birthday, and they are, that was established by the passage of the Coast Guard Reserve and Auxiliary Act of February 19th, 1941. So thank you to the Coast Guard Reserve.
Thank you.
Yeah, for a minute, I thought that would be fun. And then I see what they really do. And it's, there's some scary in there, some exciting in there. So very cool. Thank you.
I know, there's a hierarchy in the military world. And I know that the reserve components and the National Guard components always get put kind of back. But I tell you what, and the Coast Guard doesn't ever get the due that they deserve. But those guys are in combat daily. They are in the international waters, all the coasts, in the major thoroughfares of our what do you call them? Our canal systems. They're in the Great Lakes, and they're trying to protect our country from some of the things that we take for granted illegal aliens, drug, whatever you call that. My mind is in a different place.
Smuggling.
What'd you say, Heather?
Smuggling, drug smugglers.
Drug smuggling. Thank you. Across our borders, human trafficking. These guys and gals are involved in a ton of stuff that we take for granted of, and I honestly don't feel they get their due, to be honest with you, and that's my opinion.
That's true. Can't imagine how hard it is.
Yeah, and it's daily. And plus, then they head out and they help save the knuckleheads that get out there and get in situations that they can't save themselves. And you got our divers out there and all those that are are working to take care of, again, our homeland, the land of America, man. And so
Absolutely. Thank you so much for
important.
every.
It's important to raise these men and women up. So thank you for your
Absolutely.
service.
Dropping Bob up here.
This is the first time we've ever done an interview via phone before, but I'm sure it'll be fine.
It's the Super Bowl. It's just throwing things off a little bit. So.
Is that what it is?
Is that okay?
What? Yeah, it'll work. It'll work. What? You keep saying the super what? Super ball? Super what?
I was
super salad? Super? I don't know, man. I love the super salad you get offered at the restaurants all the time. You know, would you like super salad? Yeah, I'd love a super salad. That they did never give me a super salad. I don't know what that is all about, but whatever.
Yeah, they're getting smaller and smaller. Like
hiding inflation.
So, speaking of soup or salad, I know that traditionally this day is a day of culinary delights. Did anyone get a chance to partake in anything that was extravagant, fun, or just you want to share?
I started a Boston Bud at about 4:30 this morning.
All right.
Took it off about 2.
And then I made baked beans and I made pasta salad, and we're having chocolate eclair dessert. I'm excited about that.
Nice.
How
about you?
Delicious. No, that sounds delicious.
I didn't hear what you said, Chris.
We got a problem.
Uh-oh. What's our problem?
It's freezing. I'm just kidding. I think somebody was screaming.
You're right there, Eichmann. You look panicked.
I am.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Hey, can you hear Bob?
I'm at my daughter and son-in-law's house with my 4 grandkids. They're both veterans. Keith's a combat veteran. And so they're watching the Super Bowl in another room. I lived in Kansas City for 50 years, so you can guess who I'm rooting for. And then Heather, who are you rooting for?
I'm with you. I'm with Bob.
Oh, okay.
Not me.
Chris is not with you, he said.
Chris looks angry about this.
Keith's going down, Bob.
I've got my City Chiefs shirt, but I don't think you can see it.
Yeah, well, you can see how much an Eagles fan I am, too.
Yeah.
I'm going for the Chiefs.
What are we talking about?
Chiefs.
I lived in Kansas City 50 years. They never won a Super Bowl. And with my daughter and my son-in-law's military service, we ended up back in Colorado. And then a few years later, they win the Super Bowl. Now they're back again.
Nice. Well, congratulations.
Bob, did you get to eat any good food today?
Not yet, but my son-in-law's in the kitchen making some really delicious-looking food. He's an incredible chef.
Wow.
Awesome. What are you having?
I'm not sure yet.
All right.
Something good.
He was just laying things out. But all I can tell you is I've never had anything here I didn't like.
Awesome.
Tammy is watching the Puppy Bowl. That's a big thing for some people, I guess.
I don't know about the Puppy Bowl.
I made from scratch French onion soup today, and a Greek salad with some pan-fried salmon, which turned out pretty good. So, but that's just what we do on the weekends, I guess. So, I'm wondering if we're going to get Andrea back, but we're getting the breakdown. I should just have Tammy do a rundown of the Puppy Bowl. Pickles scored with the sloth chew toy. That's fabulous. That's fabulous. Thank you for sharing that with us, Tammy. Bob, I met you I don't know. I want to say it's been a year ago now. And we had a conversation, a long conversation, great conversation, in regards to talking with heroes.
Yes, I remember that. I've been following you on Facebook for ever since. That, yeah, we're having a lot of changes here because of my ongoing health problems since my last trips to Iraq and Afghanistan. So got to deal with it. I'm still here. So that means, to me, that means God has more for me to do. But I met Chris through, he contacted me, I don't know, 6-8 months ago on Alignable. And we've been talking ever since, talked with Heather. And I've been looking to see how a transition could happen where the mission would continue with or without me. And we're definitely in that path right now. And so basically what's happening, and Chris will talk more about this, but he's taking over all 3 of our websites. One of them is shopamerica.us. And we have some incredible products that people are going to find in there from my friend Eric and other companies, and all made in America. And one of them I'm using some serious spine problems I have. And it's a hemp cream. It's incredible how quick it works. And so he's relaunching that, and it's going to help him and all of us with revenue coming in. And then the next is talking with heroes. Since I can't go over to Iraq and Afghanistan anymore and can't really travel at all anymore, I'm in kind of like a wheelchair, so to speak. So the new mission is going, when it launches, is it's launching as a new media network. And you all are already on there. And then once it's out there, we're going to go to every single military, veteran, support group, first responder, firefighters, all of them we can find, and invite them to register themselves. And then when they're registered and they have a new video, or like you, a new show, or a new podcast, new talk show, especially new video, a lot of them go on YouTube, and that's about it. They're going to be able to log back in and put them on our site. And it's now part of our nonprofit, which is thankyouforyourservice.us. And I'm so blessed that I met Chris, a Marine combat veteran, and Heather. And I'm looking forward to watch this grow. So Chris, you might want to take off from there if you want.
Amen.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I was just doing my networking thing, kind of very similar how I met you, Mark. And we just got to talking, and he showed me some of his needs that, obviously, or let me know of some of his needs and what he was looking for. Initially, the talks wasn't even about web design or anything. I was just kind of reaching out, hey, if we can help you in any way, we'd like to help nonprofits. And we just kind of hit it off, and he told me what he had going on. And I was like, you know what? That's probably something we can help you with. And we did redo. We've got a good start on the restructuring of Thank You for Your Service, or Talking with Heroes. And then we took a step back, and Bob wanted to launch Shop America first, because our partner, Eric Chia, which is with Innate Essentials, on his Innate Essentials, and that's where most of our products come from, the CBD products, where all the CBD products come from on the site. He made us a good deal and told us, let's go ahead and move forward, and let's go ahead and start selling some stuff. And Innate Essentials is a American-made CBD hemp CBD company, and out of Kansas City, and they provide 100% USDA organic hemp CBD products. And there you go. There's one of them on the screen there. That's a good product. I think Bob, you know about that product. I do as well, and it's we've been trying some samples out lately. It's really, really good, and we're excited to start getting the name out there. And there's a lot of hesitance. See, we've noticed that when buying particular CBD products, there's a lot of stuff out there. People are just trying to target, I guess, to oh, this is the best thing, and it's just something new coming out all the time. It seems when it comes to that stuff. But this is strictly CBD hemp products from Innate Essentials, and we've got a new vendor that we're about to start selling for a jerky company, and we're gonna gain some more, as many more vendors as we can in the future. So, and like Bob said, it's all American made products. A lot of the businesses that Bob's been partnered with before are veteran owned businesses, and it's just about providing Bob had a vision, providing good products to the American people. And then Eric allowed us to start reaching out to some military and veteran groups with this THC free CBD product. So we're totally excited and can't wait to see where it goes.
Outstanding. Where
and then
is
we can
this?
On, thank you for your service. I mean, Talking with Heroes.
Talking with Heroes. Yeah. Well, so because we're always trying to relate this or structure this around veterans and first responders, what are the primary functions of this? Why do you feel that this product is going to benefit those service members?
Well, there's an issue with it. What we've noticed, there's an issue with the THC content when it comes to these products, especially for first responders and anybody in the military, because they're under strict guidelines where they can only have certain substances or only certain substances that are allowed throughout the military and major governments. I mean, all governments. So this product doesn't have any substance in it that is going to be not
create
allowed.
A problem to use when you're working or in the military first responder that can't use certain products. They can use these, and they work because that's why I love them, because veterans, first responders. I'm not one, Chris is one, but I did work as an x-ray tech for all my career till I went full-time in the business. And these jobs are hard on bodies. So it helps with sleep. Veterans, first responders alike, a lot of times either through shift work or through experiences can't rest. And these products work. They help you rest and they help your pain. If you can rub a cream on and get, it makes you feel good to get to your son or daughter's recital that night, to get through the day that you've got to get through at work, whatever it is. I'm all about it, because, when you feel better, you are better, and you're mentally better too.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Bob turned me on to this product that they make. I don't know if you can see it.
It's wonderful.
It's and this is before we even started the site. There you go. That's before we even started the site.
I'm the world's worst critic on products, and I'm very always like, okay, but I love it. I was blown away. And everybody that uses it is.
It seems to be really well, and it's working really well. So we're trying to promote the product because it's definitely a great product, and there's a lot of other great products there. What you got, Bob?
Yeah, just to give a little background, is that my friend Eric Chia, who's helped me with Talking with Heroes from the very beginning back in 2005, and him and some partners bought a lot of land in south of Kansas City, Missouri, and they invested millions of dollars, and they're growing pure hemp there. The equipment they purchased removes THC. And then he turned around and he bought this other company called Innate Essentials, which has very successful products sold all over the world. And he put 1,000 milligrams of hemp in the products that they already had for pain. And so I had already used their other product, but added with the hemp added to it. I have serious problems with my back, my neck, osteoarthritis, damaged discs, arthritis. And when it's what I call raging pain starts, I put the cream on, and it just takes maybe 45 minutes or so, and the pain starts subsiding. I've tried all the pain pills and all that, and this doesn't affect my liver or kidney at all, so I'll keep using it. I'm also in physical therapy, and the physical therapist is using the product too now. So it's established companies that are doing this. And fortunately, Eric and I go way, way back. And he knew we needed a source of revenue, but he also knew that we know so many veterans and families and all that. So it was almost like a little marriage, I suppose, in a way, but collaboration. And so we're really excited about this to get it back going again.
Absolutely.
What's the website people can go to get information and check out these products?
It's shopamerica.us. So just shopamerica.us. And if you see some products on there that could be beneficial for you, and there's lots of them on there, we have a promo code for right now till the end of the month. It's just promo code, coupon code Shop America, and that'll get you 20% off, your first order. So that's a killer deal. And there's all the prices are very comparable to the market. Actually, they're lower, a little lower than the standard, and 100% USDA organic certified. It's the real deal, and it's we're just trying to promote it as much as we can.
What was the promo code again, Chris?
Shop America.
%20 discount. That's pretty sweet. Awesome. I know Bob wants to go watch this ballet that's out there right now, or
Dancers.
synchronized swimming, or something like that, or it's
Synchronized swimming.
Is there anything you want to share in closing, Mr. Bob?
Sure. I planned this about 5 or 6 years ago as a way to help people, which is what our mission is anyway, but also a way to raise some money so we don't have to keep asking people for money. And just, I had all these health problems go on, cancer and a whole bunch of stuff, and just delayed it. And then here comes Chris, or calls me out of nowhere. And so I feel I'm really excited about this. I know the products work. Now, I'm not making any medical claims when I say what I said. It's just, this is what it's done for me. But there's also many other products. There's a hand lotion that's really good. There's other products in there. There's some liquid CBD products as well that you put under your tongue. And so we're really excited. And I'm looking forward to talking with Heroes back up and running too, because what I've been told by a very large military veterans group that they've never heard of anything like this before. And, I can't do what I used to do, haven't been able to find anybody to do what I did in Iraq and Afghanistan. And so this is a way of continuing the mission on a much bigger scale. There's veterans still committing suicide. We want to help end that. And so we're excited to continue the mission and really like being on your program. So like I said earlier, I've known about you for I think over a year now, and you're already on our site, by the way.
I appreciate that. That I need to, what's the benefit of us being on your site? And I may have missed that one.
So the benefit of being on your site is as veterans and first responders and military firefighters and organizations find out about us, they're going to see you on there. And then once you're registered, you'll need to register to do this. But once you're registered, as you have a new program, say with veterans, then you'll just log in and post that show on our site.
Oh, awesome. That's outstanding. Just another way to get the word out, man. I appreciate that. That's
just building the network, being able to work together. I think it's great for us to all support each other. More platforms to reach more people and save more people and help more people.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Well, Bob, it was great having you on. I'd like to work this out where we can get you on a little bit more live. I know we had some technical difficulties tonight, and I got to learn a new way that StreamYard is having our guests enter the room, and I will definitely have a conversation.
Yeah,
I didn't hear what you said there, brother.
Right. We made it happen. Yeah. He said he'd be on his computer next time.
Okay, fair enough. Well, and we know this is a special night. Like I said, we get it. Thank you for your time, and
you.
Go Vikes, right? That's what we're gonna say.
God bless you. God bless all of our men and women who have served and are serving our country and their families. Be safe.
Awesome.
Thanks,
you,
Bob.
Thank
We'll
you.
see you,
Thank
man.
you, Bob. Thank you so much.
Go Chiefs.
Go Chiefs.
Is he a Chiefs fan? That was actually going to ask.
Thank you, Mr. Calvert. Yes, he's.
Hey, we'll see you, man. I'll talk to you soon. Enjoy the game.
Bob.
So I'm gonna
Geraldine,
throw
good
in-
to have you here, sister.
Geraldine,
Um,
she's good.
Bye.
I was going
Bye.
to throw in real quick, since he is a Chiefs fan, I watched an interview with their quarterback, little young dude, and he is a very, I mean, he gives it all to God. I've been a long time since I've heard someone as vocal and as upfront as him talk about his faith the way he did just this last week. It actually was pretty amazing. So not like I liked him before, but that just kind of raises him up another level. It's one thing to say it, but so far I feel like he's lived it as well. I mean, that's kind of our thing is words are worth a dime, but your actions are worth millions. So I'm going to put him at the millions for what I've seen. Just seems like a good kid.
Yeah.
well, let's
That's all
have
I know
a quick
about
music
football.
break. Sorry to interrupt. What'd you say there?
Oh, I just said that's about all I know about football today.
Yep.
That's
And
more
I
than-
know nothing about it because of I'm a staunch get out of here with it all. But I'd like to take a little blast in the past and do a little quick music break. 2 years ago on this evening, we had Mr. Brandon Mills come on with the first time. He excused himself from his guests and came up and gave us his rendition of his world and delivered his music. So this is our good friend from Nashville, Brandon Mills. Don't Mistake.
Awesome.
Don't mistake my kindness for weakness. I choose love, but you will never beat this. Don't mistake my kindness for weakness. Just because I speak peace, you'll never defeat this. No. I've been through 2 foreign wars, seen innocent bloodshed on the pavement, still don't know what for. It seems like we can corrupt a whole country. We got to give access to the people who have less. Strong arms, weak souls, shallow men always fighting for control. Governments pretend to represent, it's farther from the truth with every lie that they present. Don't mistake my kindness for weakness. I choose love, but you will never beat this. Don't mistake my kindness for weakness. Just because I speak peace, you'll never defeat this. Letting go no longer keeping score. Learning how to serve love from the deepest of my core. Warriors uniting around the world, and demons flee when I and we walk along in harmony. Strong hearts, bold souls, humble teachers leading louder than the ghosts. Noble men connect to represent. Fall divided, stand united, evolve when we respect.
Maybe it's you or us, or maybe it's us versus them, or maybe it's me versus myself. A battle like faith from within, screaming out, God bless myself, and God bless America. God bless my soul, and God bless America. Hi, this right here is my declaration. Reparations and separations, it took some time for that preparation. It ain't here, oh God bless my soul. And I pledge allegiance to my own allegiance. No man down, only stand down, better stand for me, cause I'm a man now. Let's go.
Don't mistake my kindness for weakness. weakness. I choose love, but you will never beat this. Don't mistake my kindness for weakness. Just because I speak peace, you'll never defeat this. Don't mistake my kindness for weakness. I choose love, but you will never beat this. Don't mistake my kindness for weakness. Just because I speak peace, you'll never defeat this. Don't mistake my kindness for weakness. I choose love, but you will never beat this. Don't mistake my kindness for weakness. Just because I speak peace, you'll never defeat this.
An amazing story behind that video and that song. Mr. Mills was an Army sniper who dealt with a lot of trauma, only in the fact that he was at the finger of some of that trauma, and just didn't sit right with him and his heart and his soul. And he doesn't mind me sharing this story because he shared it on the show, but chose to go down the path with a licensed shaman and use microdosing of hallucinogenics. And he said it changed his world. And it's not something that we promote broadly, but for those that he said he wouldn't do it outside of that trained hand and that trained experience, and that he's done it one time, and it literally has changed his world and put him back into a place that will allow him to function normally. And he's got an amazing music career across the country, and we can never catch up with him. We wanted to hook up with him when we were down in Nashville this last October, and he's just out in the world doing his thing, and we didn't get a chance to see him, but we'll get it hooked up again. So great song, great man, great mission in his music world.
Yeah, that's that, man. Just the story that's told with just the imagery and stuff in there. It's very well done. Very well done.
That's one of the coolest things I think about his videos is they sometimes, maybe not always, but include a lot of his experiences and the way he visualized and the way he probably actually lived it. So the videos are kind of actually extra touching.
Yeah, that's what I think too.
Sure. Chris has played that video for me many times. I really enjoy it.
Touches home.
Yeah.
Well, yesterday we had the amazing opportunity to run around on the ice, and I know a lot of our world thinks that us Minnesotans are crazy, but here's a little glimpse of what we got to do yesterday.
Okay. Yeah, we'll tell you if it's a bigger yeah. If you want my number, I can recite it for you. You can just call me and then we'll go right off the bat. Yeah, have Scott just text me. You got his contact. Just send me share the contact. Sure. Yeah. So
that's amazing.
So we're about a quarter mile into the lake there. Yes, that was a fire on the ice in the middle of the lake. We had the amazing opportunity to have Andrea do a better job of rattling off the names of the people, but there's our one, our only, our fearless leader, Andrea. Now I want you to check out these little shanties we get the chance to fish in, because they are state of the art. And I mean, I'm going to tell you, they're nicer than the house that I live in.
That's
really cool. I would love to do that. I've always wanted to do that.
They're amazing. They're amazing. And we had an amazing guide yesterday, Drew, who took care. They come on, they take care of literally all of our needs. Fishing for Life is the organization out of Minnesota here. They provided pizza for everyone. They provided gifts. We'll get some stuff deleted here real quick and get some other shots up. Our very own Raymond Kane came in. We are going to call him the Slayer from now on. Caught the largest fish of the tournament on our lake. Now, Fishing for Life is put on, and I may say this wrong, and so if I'm over exaggerating, I apologize because I don't know the specific details of this, but I believe they're on like 20 lakes during the day, aren't they, Andrea?
Yeah. They've had up to 20 some lakes. Yeah. I'm not
And
sure how
so
many were yesterday, but typically lots of little lakes.
all over the state. And there's usually a chance where we get to remote in. We didn't get to do that yesterday and share what we were doing. But Raymond, why don't I spit it out one more time, Stutter and Steve? Raymond caught the largest fish. It was first time fishing ever for Raymond, and I hope he's not embarrassed by me revealing that. Wasn't quite sure what kind of fish he even caught.
First time on the ice, on the water.
What was that, Chris?
But he skunked you. It don't matter then.
No kidding.
Well, here's the funny part, and I don't know if I should throw this guy under the bus or not, but we had an angler there that was pretty resilient of staying there and making sure he was fishing, he was jigging, he had a father-daughter dance to get to last night, and he was fishing. Sadly, I hope he made it on time, but he was whittling away his cushion time is what was happening. And we have these devices that you can lower into the water that sends sonar that lets you see where fish are. And I kind of personally, I think it's kind of cheating, but it is what it is. You can also drop cameras down there too. But these guys sit there and watch their what they call Vexlars, and they watch their fish and they do this and that. And he sat there and he jigged the whole time. And about 5 minutes after he left, Raymond caught off one of the rattle reels a 21 and a half.
Yeah.
Nice.
Northern pike.
Okay.
And it's a decent sized fish. And we're just excited. It was fun for him. It was fun. First time fishing, catching the big one of the tournament.
And they call it, so it's a northern pike. And people call them northerns or people call them pikes. Nobody really calls them a northern pike, right? And so Drew sent him off. He caught a pike. That's a big pike. Go get him measured. And so he goes, you got to go to the head camper and get it measured. And the dude's like, that's the longest northern. And he's like, wait, I thought it was a pike. And the guy, Mike, was like, yeah, it is. It's a northern pike.
Awesome. That's amazing. I'm glad you got to do that. That's fun. Fishing is really fun.
Yeah, that's one of my favorites.
Yeah. We have to come up there and visit y'all and see that. We don't get all that snow and fun.
We keep talking about we need to make this a bigger event, and I really do believe that. Where we looked at some things today that there's a place that might help facilitate us, and this was Avery. He's probably our most seasoned fisherman. He's got that little tiny guppy in the trough there, getting his way in. Here's Ray and his fish.
There he is.
There he is.
Cool.
And he won a pull, a pitch up,
a clam. Yeah, ice fishing tip. Pop up.
Yeah. And
cool.
Really excited. It was fun. Miss Eichmann, can you chatter a little bit while I pull up some other pictures?
Yes. You want to talk more about fishing?
You can talk whatever you want to talk about.
Oh, wait. So the goal is, Jonathan Ray, he very patient. Lee was in there, in and out, very patient. So Avery, that fish you saw Avery getting measured, that was the biggest fish, and it was also a northern. Until Ray's little, the tournament ends at like 4. And I think it was 4:49 or 3:49. I mean, when the rattler went off, and then Ray caught that fish, and he's like, "Oh, I don't want to beat someone on my own team." So that was pretty fun. We did have Eric Giesman there, and he brought his little guy Theodore, who is 5 months old. Theodore tried hard. He caught a perch about this long. There's Theodore.
Yeah. What a cutie, what a sweet baby.
He's
I mean,
guy.
check out this fish house. You get to sit in there in front of a fireplace on a couch, get to bottle feed your baby, and watch a TV while you're doing it. And there may
It's
or
not
may
the
not
ice
be.
that I've seen on TV. Obviously, it's luxury.
There
Yep.
may or may not be a beverage, laying around there, and
There
So
could
when's the
be.
date next time so I can make sure I'm marking that down?
Oh man, you might want to put it in your calendar. It's usually the second weekend in February, but I mean it
I really
shuffles.
do. Well,
Yeah,
see,
it
that's
shuffles
Dylan's
due to the
birthday, so I
ice.
want to plan it.
Oh, the whole family.
Yeah, I would love it. That's
That would be
amazing.
cool.
So
There's
cool. See you
they're
guys.
working hard.
Yeah, it looks terrible. I'm sorry, y'all had all.
I didn't put Lee had a special message in one of the other pictures, but
Yeah, I bet he did. I
Yeah.
know he did because we were trying to coerce him to do some things that he didn't really want to do. And it'd have been good. It'd have been
Yeah.
good.
it was fun stuff. It was actually, you guys, it got up to like 42 degrees yesterday. That was warm. I didn't even wear a coat all day long.
Wow.
That's it. That's
We had some sleet yesterday.
And you made it?
We made it through it. There was some people that were scared that there was going to be a tornado that was going to carry my camper and them.
Well,
the
that's a
land of
different,
Oz. They made it through
that's
that
a
as well.
different thing. You guys get tornadoes. Tornadoes are dangerous. Sleet is not. That's
well, tornadoes are rare where we're at.
Yeah, we're on the mountain, so it would be we're safe.
That'd be an odd one. Yeah, the tornado.
Yeah, it was mostly just windy and rainy, but
It was like 5 mile an hour wind.
5 miles an hour.
Yeah.
But in a camper, maybe that
Flags,
sounds pretty
really
wild.
they may or may not be used to the mountains.
We get a 5 mile an hour wind when Andrea's talking. So I mean everyone should be used to that.
I know, right?
Yeah.
You know
we,
what?
can do the hair flip and have that.
There you go. She wasn't jumping in. Thank you, Heather.
You're welcome, always.
Peterson wanted to throw the women under like he's not a talker.
It wasn't a women thing. It was a youth thing.
Well, we did then get to go visit our friend. I'm gonna throw his name out, Eric Mossberg of Best Defense Armory and Range. And so Eric was wasn't his family was he our first Christmas?
No, second one.
Second one. And so he was Manny got his leg amputated from the knee down in October, actually on his son's, I want to say third birthday. And I might think third birthday. And he, they weren't going to decorate for Christmas because how do you do that, when you're not used to, well, he was, the healing time is quite long. And so he was in a wheelchair for quite some time. And anyway, so Peterson and I couldn't let that happen. So we ran in with this huge, huge tree and decorated it. Some of their decorations, and of course we had to bring some extras because the tree was so huge, and then did some lights outside and stuff. And we both lived through that. He and I probably don't have the same course of action when it comes to putting up Christmas lights, but we made it. But then we hung out with them. There's this whole thing, I just want to get them up because it's cold. It's really cold. And then I want to clean up afterwards. And when I can't feel my fingers, and he wants to clean up along the way, fingers are just getting cold. We had these little tiny spats and then climbing the ladders. But anyway, we got it all done. And
you got to know where your tools are at.
We got kind of close to this family. They were sweet. And we took them to this, what's that called in Duluth, Peterson?
Bentleyville,
yeah. And so up on Lake Superior, Duluth up there, they've got the downtown is right there on the water, and they do cool Christmas, this huge Christmas decoration, lights and fun and stuff. And that was a COVID year, so we had to do a drive-through. We have videos of they're sweet little voices, the kids, and they're all excited. And we had to go to Wisconsin to get them in a hotel so that they could have a swimming pool while they were there. It was really fun. And then they wanted to leave the lights up for a while. His wife did. And so we didn't see him for a while. And it was funny because the day we showed up to help take the lights down, she's like, did we have a breakup? I miss you guys. It's like we're broke up. We don't want to do this. But they're cool. So Eric's been busy with his gun range and his arm. And they build guns like crazy up there. And so a friend of mine from my elementary school, their fire department does a fundraiser called Guns and Hoses. And they were doing a raffle for a gun. So we had to stop by and grab some tickets from Best Defense. And that was cool. I don't know. I just love standing in the range, just standing there visiting even and looking around. But they got a whole wall of ARs. It's just crazy. And they're the ones that they built. Yeah. Pretty cool.
Yeah, we'll definitely check him out. He was telling me to take a note. I was like, we can play it back.
Yeah. Yes. We'll
Best
send you
Defense. Best Defense and Armory. He's
yeah.
I wish we could keep an archive of videos on this stuff, but it is what it is.
No, they make you delete because otherwise we would have the little kids' voices. Oh my gosh, it was they're like squeaky little Minnie and Mickey Mouse voices, and they were like, look at that, Mom and Dad. And there were tears in Mom and Dad. It was really cool.
Oh.
Yeah, it was that was a way to do a big Christmas for them.
What life's about.
Yeah.
Let's take another quick music break. I'd like to go back, a blast from the past. One of the first musicians we had on, we had Mr. D-Rock come on, who was nominated for Outlaw Country Music Male Vocalist of the Year at the Josie Awards, and he came and presented Muddy Water with us. This is D-Rock and Muddy Water.
The joy that you used to have is gone. The peace that you used to have is gone.
I left this town at a young age, a long time ago. Out from the shallow into the deep, the devil started to creep. Oh, I gotta get back to my roots and family. For this world gets the best of me. I need that muddy water. Wash my spirit clean, get this evil off of me, yeah. Muddy water. People chasing the green, neon lights, silicone dreams. I've seen people strung out from the needle and spoon, underneath the shadows of a blood moon. I done danced with the devil, but I lost my soul. I got to get back to what my life was whole, yeah. Too much noise, shots and screams. Please let this all be a bad dream, yeah. Muddy water. Wash my spirit clean, get this evil off of me, yeah. Muddy water. People chasing the green, neon lights, silicone dreams. Much noise, shots and screams. Please let this all be a bad dream. I need that
Muddy water,
wash my spirit clean, get this evil off of me. Yeah.
muddy water.
People chasing the green, neon lights, silicone dreams.
That puts a little wiggle in your step. I can't believe how dirty that girl was. Just filthy.
She's gonna need some clean water after that muddy water.
Filthy. Gosh, I can't believe it.
Oh, you guys are muted.
Sorry.
I said I was
There we
doing
go.
my own dance over there, so I didn't. I was getting dirty.
Oh, we can
myself.
see you doing that. You know.
That's one of the fun parts about this. We see you. I would have expected nothing less. Heather, you gotta dance.
Hey,
Well,
good
after
music.
watching-
Yeah, I even got up for a minute, so it was good.
After watching you guys in Nashville, that was I wouldn't expect any less.
Everybody needs a hype girl.
It's
There you
it's,
go.
it's if the music's good, the feet, usually
Feet's gotta
gets the feet moving. We like to dance a little bit.
You guys
have
do,
fun.
and you're good.
Just have fun with you.
Chris has
with each
happy
other.
feet. That's what it is.
I would say that's what that's called is happy feet. What I
That's
saw
what we
in
came up
Nashville. Definitely happy
Yeah,
feet.
we saw it. It's my version of clog mixed with his happy feet, and then we just synchronize it.
Absolutely.
It's magic.
It works. Yeah. I like it.
Yeah, well,
I like
somebody's
it.
got to be fun and the clowns. Might as well be me.
Well, remember everyone that we come here for the simple purpose. It's not a simple purpose. It's pretty extravagant process of making sure we're available and that our veterans and first responders know that they have someplace to go when things aren't clicking right in their brains. Everyone has that moment, but we have these things here, and we've been working on a campaign for, I think, are we 3 weeks in, or it hasn't
It's
gone,
at least 3 weeks.
it hasn't gone as well as I'd like it to, but
I have been trying to write it down and take pictures, but yeah, but I mean, just keep doing it.
Yeah. We've been doing what we call the WeP3 Wave Challenge. It's not dumping a bucket of water over your head. It's not doing 22 push-ups. It's literally being a proactive step and reaching out to our brothers and sisters and just saying, hey, how are things? Are you all right? Are things okay? And it's meant to just be a short interaction. Now, I also know that it could stem into a larger conversation, only because the ultimate goal is that it's a buddy check, and we put this out there for all people, not just veterans and first responders. We put it out for everyone because there is, I'm going to call it a pandemic, man. I'm going to call it a pandemic. We have many people choosing to go through the process of doing a permanent decision for something that might be very temporary in their life. And I'm not minimizing thoughts. I'm not minimizing what they're going through. I'm just saying that there are people here that are willing to listen to you. There are people here that are willing to drop what they're doing and be involved in your life in that nature. You can call anyone in our network. You can reach out to, Simplify Design, these guys, and they will contact one of us. You can reach out to Bourbon Battle Buddies, plus about another 160 different boots on the ground organizations. Now, there are roughly 48,000. I round up to 50,000 organizations across the country that are committed to helping veterans and first responders. And I'm going to tell you, WeP3 does it a little bit different because they will invest. The people in our network will invest in a relationship. Maybe that's what you're looking for. Maybe it's not what you're looking for. You can get as much out of it as you want to get out of it. And I know of no one that's dropping the ball on the people that need the help. And so please, at any given time, reach out to any of the network. And we got your 6 at 6, the WeP3 Radio, the People's Patriot Project, Design. The list goes on and on and on. And I mean, I can't sit here and label off all the organizations that are willing to commit and be part of this. We are here for you. Yes. Do we like to have fun? Yes. Do we like to enjoy life? That's why we do this. Do we enjoy good food? That's what we talk about. Do we like a good drink now and then? Absolutely. Some of us like to drink. I was going to say a lot. Some of us like to drink and enjoy life doing that. And we don't push any of that away. We do know that some of our organizations in our network do it dry, and there's no drinking in their organization. That's 100% fine. Brian Gibson was on tonight with Project iHeart, and we support his organization down in South Illinois, Northern Kentucky, Fob Rush, and it's the network is large. It is receptive and it is reactive, and we are here for you. Period. We're the beacon.
I'd like to say something about the wave when you get done, Mark.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. I just wanted to say with the wave, and I've noticed this as trying to do it and stay committed to it. If you buddy check somebody on this wave and you feel like they need a few extra days, hey, invest that time in that person. If you come across somebody that just needs that extra time, just keep waving at them. Just keep loving, keep spreading love.
Absolutely.
Fall off for a couple days, pick it right back up, and just keep checking on.
I know that the wave has reached a minimum of roughly 12,000 people, and I'm going to tell you, when we live in the country the size that we live, that is not enough. We have roughly 6,000 people in the veteran and first responder network commit suicide annually, and they've done it for the last 20 years. So we're not doing enough. I do ask a question of a lot of people, and I'm like, what have you done? It's, I'm not here to boss anyone around and tell anyone what to do. This is just part of being part of humanity and doing something that's above yourself. And so I ask you to commit to it. I ask you to be part of it. It doesn't have to be. We one more stutter. We have committed to doing it for 30 days, but it doesn't have to stop there. Reach out to those. Reach out to the ones in your life. And we're just talking about people in your network. We're not asking you to get on the phone and do a phone-a-thon calling people you don't know. That'd be a great mission too, but we're not planning on doing that. We're not there, and we won't do that. We won't solicit people that don't want to hear the message. And I say that loosely, only in the fact that there are some people that don't want to hear from you, and because they like living in the life that they're living, and they like the woe is me life. And I'm anti woe is me. I'm a let's kick the dirt and have a good time kind of guy. And we have found in our network and just amazing opportunities. We go into Nashville and meeting with Chris and Heather and again 27 other veterans while we were there, and then just the outreach of other veterans and first responders, and not even veterans and first responders. When we're at the Josie Awards, having conversations with people from all over, not just the country, the world. And it's been an amazing ride, and we're going to continue doing it. And I hope if you hear this podcast and or the live stream that it's something that you find that you have a passion to be about as well. So
absolutely. I love speaking on Nashville, the bonds, the energy that was created there, and the bonds. I mean, they're just taking off, and they're going in every direction. It's amazing what like-minded people that love on each other can do. I thank you guys for creating that space to do that, for bringing people together like you do, not just us, but everybody. I really love you guys. I think you're awesome.
Well,
so just
it's
keep
a
doing
we
it.
thing. It's a we thing.
We.
That's right.
But I love we.
Show us your we.
Whoa.
Yes. Show us your we, the people.
Yeah, my stepsister called me this morning, and she's like, "What do I do? This kid just said he couldn't get outside, and he had a wee in the kitchen trash can. What do I do?" I was like, "I don't know. Call someone else." I don't want to.
You don't.
Yeah. Call someone else.
Well, we'll let everyone get on to their little thing that they want to do tonight or whatever it is. But Andrea, you got anything in closing?
No, I just want thanks you guys for bringing Bob, even though it was a little different media trick tonight. That was it was good to see him again. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I can hear him good.
All right, perfect. That wasn't. I mean, that's all we could do. So we got him. At least we got him on, and he said what he needed to say, and hopefully to get him back on soon.
Yeah. He's amazing.
He's an amazing guy. He's done a lot of amazing things, and
he's got a big heart. He loves everything that you guys do. The mission.
Just want to carry on his legacy, like he's been searching for years, and I think we will be good partners.
Yeah.
Awesome.
No, that's good. He's a good guy. You can feel it. Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So cool. Thank you for
Chris and
bringing
Heather, anything in closing?
Just thank you guys so much. Thanks for the People's Patriot Project and everybody who supports it, and just for taking the time to let us come on and promote something new that we're doing. And that's all I can say. Thanks again, and we look forward to doing great things as always together.
Yeah. And keep waving, keep reaching out.
All right,
Heather.
I'm going to give you a chance to pick the last song, but it's going to be a different way.
Okay.
I want you to pick the letter A, B, C, or D.
Ooh, 4 choices.
Yep.
Ooh.
I'm gonna go with B. What's behind door number B?
This is Mr. Topher and the Patriot.
Hey, my favorite.
Who we got next week?
So next week, we potentially have Lori Putnam with Survivors of Blue Suicide. So she wasn't able to come tonight either. She was going to join us as well, but we're hoping next week works. Like I said last week, this is a chance for us to focus in on the blue suicides. We just had this is an extra, but we talked to, we heard from a group that is very similar to what we do up here, and they actually have some counseling that they do with suicide survivors and attempts, and they have seen a huge, and this is no surprise, we're in Minneapolis, but huge uptick in the number of mental health crises in that blue field. So I'm hoping Lori gets here next week. It'll be good to get to know her.
Yeah, can't wait.
Yeah.
And we'll close it with Topher and the Patriot.
Topher.
It's your pride.
I'm going to watch you dance.
Mother told me someday I would buy dollies with good horses, sails to distant shores, stand up high in the prow, noble bark I steer, steady course for the havens, too many foemen, too many foemen.
Tens of thousands thousands on my right, thousands by my side. War between good and evil, watching our fists collide. Battle for our freedom now, to the streets we ride. Flags waving all around, pages full of pride. This is where we make a stand, no more give or take. March around the Capitol, storm the city gates. Putting pressure on their necks until the truth breaks. All walls of corruption, take out all the snakes. Star Spangled Banner, got it playing loud and proud. People from all walks of life filling up the crowd. Defend the Constitution, many warriors have vowed. Casting down any among us who have bucked and cowed. Enough with tyranny, we come to take our country back. For all citizens, white, red, brown, or black. Return her to a form of glory, fix their bloody crack on the crown. Fetch it down, it's going down.
My mama told me, yeah, she warned me that this day would come. I'm like my father, go to combat with the blazing guns. I survived that, then I came back to the place I'm from, to face off all these haters and the battle in the place I love. You can't break me down, I'm indivisible. You still see my raps if I was invisible. But I'm standing tall, and I spit the truth. So you all appalled, cause you know it's true. They call it freedom cause the fallen troops pay for this. I love this country, doesn't matter how much hate I get. I take my colors in the battle, ain't no wavering. Cause this is for my warriors who marching to the cadences. This is for the sisters working hard on the ship. This is for the brothers getting y'all doctorate. Father, yeah, taking y'all on the ship. Baby, tell me why it's hard for the Patriot.
Tens of thousands on my right, thousands by my side. War between good and evil, watching our fists collide. Battle for our freedom now, to the streets we ride. Flags waving all around, pages full of pride. This is where we make a stand, no more give or take. March around the Capitol, storm the city gates. Putting pressure on their necks until the truth breaks. All walls of corruption, take out all the snakes. Star Spangled Banner, got it playing loud and proud. People from all walks of life filling up the crowd. Defend the Constitution, many warriors